What's going on, guys? Jay Marinek here. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be breaking down a full body workout for my new program, the Functional Shred. This workout is going to build muscle, burn fat, and we're going to get it done in a short amount of time. What I love about this workout and most workouts from the Functional Shred is that all they require are dumbbells and your body weight. So you can do these workouts pretty much anywhere at any time. All you're going to need is 30 to 40 minutes. Let's get it done. All right, first warm-up exercise is going to be walkout push-ups. Walkout push-ups are one of my favorite full-body warm-up exercises. You're going to start from a standing position. You're going to walk your hands out to the push-up position, hit a push-up, keeping the core nice and tight. Walk your hands back up, stand tall, flex your quads and glutes. Again, walk out, hands are under the shoulders in the push-up, keep the elbows tight to the body. Stand tall, really squeezing the glutes and quads to really get the entire body firing. We're going to be hitting 10 reps of walkout push-ups. All right, next warm-up exercise are going to be jump squats. So starting out, feet a little more than shoulder width, toes slightly angled out. You're going to lower down with control into the bottom of the squat, keeping your chest nice and tall. Lower down to about parallel or slightly below, exploding up out of the bottom to the jumping position, and then landing with soft knees to take any stress off the knee joints, and repeating. So again, lower down with control, keeping those heels down in the bottom of the squat, chest up, and explode out of the bottom of the squat, and repeat. We're going to be hitting 10 jump squats. And for our third warm-up exercise, we're going to be hitting the hollow body hold. This is definitely one of my favorite core movements that really gets the entire body fired up. Key points here: flex the quads, point the toes, keep your lower back pinned to the ground, and really press those arms up and overhead. All right, we're going to be holding the hollow body for 45 seconds. So I've given you guys 3 warm-up exercises. We have the walkout push-up, we have the jump squats, and we have the hollow body hold. You're going to do all 3 movements back to back and repeat this for 2 sets with no rest in between sets. Once you have completed the warm-up, we're going to get into the actual workout. The very first exercise are going to be dumbbell burpee deadlifts. Love the dumbbell burpee deadlift. Nice full body movement, a little more of a hamstring and glute focus. You're going to start out dumbbells on the ground, kick out, hit a push-up, jump up, keep that back nice and straight, standing tall on each rep. Really focus on engaging those lats. When you jump your feet in, engage those lats, keep that back nice and straight and strong, and stand tall, really squeezing the glutes at the top of the rep. The next exercise is going to be the V-up to tuck up. Definitely a badass core movement that's going to get nasty really quick. Make sure you have a workout mat because this one will tear up your lower back and upper ass region. And trust me, you don't want that. So make sure you got the mat. You're going to start off in that hollow body position, keeping the toes pointed. You're going to reach up for the toes into that V shape and then get right into the tuck up, which is reaching for the heels or the ankles. And you're just going to repeat. Make sure you're breathing, keep a nice steady breath, keep that lower back pinned to the ground, and just keep working. If you find at any point you have to rest really quick, 3 to 5 seconds, and then repeat. All right, we're keeping it on the ground here for the next exercise, which is going to be dive bomber push-ups. Love this variation of a push-up. Really taxes the shoulders, triceps, and the chest. Start off in a pike position, so feet are about shoulder width. Hands are also about shoulder width. So start in that pike. You want to dive down like you're diving under a wire, and then come back up exactly the way you went down. So dive down, press all the way out, and then press back up to the pike position. These also get tough really quick. Try and keep a nice steady pace. If you have to rest really quickly, and then get back to work. Next exercise is going to be the dumbbell back lunge to hammer curl. Love this exercise for really building up those quads, those glutes, and also smashing the biceps. A nice kind of a full body exercise. You're going to start standing tall with the dumbbells to your side. Take a nice big step back. Make sure that front leg, right, make sure your knee's not caving in. Make sure that knee's driven out. You're going to pause. You're going to hit your hammer curl and then stand up tall. Make sure that your heel stays on the ground. So that front leg, that heel must stay on the ground. Make sure you're not coming up on the toes. And you're going to switch legs each time. So each rep, you're going to switch legs. Keeping the chest nice and tall, core engaged the entire time. Let's go. For the next exercise, we're taking it back down to the floor. We're going to be doing what's called a double mountain climber. Awesome movement for really working the entire core, also really working the triceps. This one's going to crush the triceps and get really challenging all around for the core and those tris. Start off in the high plank position. You're going to drive a knee high into the outside. So you want to kind of think about contracting the oblique, bringing that knee to the outside of the body each time. Then lower down to the low plank position and then do the same thing. Pop back up to the high plank, hit your knees, lower down with control to the forearms, hit your knees. Think about keeping your back straight the entire time. Don't let your butt raise up high in the air. Notice that I'm totally flat. My core is tight and engaged the entire time. And just keep it moving. Just keep breathing. This is going to burn. Just keep fighting through it. Keep putting in that work. Final exercise of the circuit is going to be the broad jump to backwards high knees. This one is going to crush the legs and it's going to burn the lungs. All right, jump as far out as you can, landing as softly as possible, and then really fire those knees back to the starting position. All right, when you fire the knees, notice I'm pumping my arms. I'm bringing those knees, just about hip level or slightly above. Just try to keep it moving here. Your mind's going to tell you to stop, to slow down, because these do sneak up on you quick. Just try to keep it moving. Think about perfect technique the entire time. Again, landing as softly as possible on those jumps. Just keep working. Keep firing those knees. Once you guys have finished the workout, we're going to get into some static stretching to really aid in recovery and improve flexibility. Static stretching is so important, and it is just all throughout all of my programs. So we're going to start out with a wrist / bicep / forearm stretch. I love this stretch for improving wrist mobility, stretching out those forearms and biceps as well. So notice my arms are totally straight and locked out here. I'm going to shift my way back a bit. Shift side to side, just kind of work through the joints, gain some mobility in the elbows and wrists. You're going to hold this stretch for 30 to 60 seconds. Next stretch is going to be the kneeling hip flexor stretch. So you're going to start on the ground, step that front leg forward into the lunge position. Your back knee is going to be resting on the floor. Think about keeping your core tight and your pelvis neutral on this one. So many people think they have to overarch and really lean in to get a better stretch through the hips, and it's just not true. Think about keeping your core tight, your glute engaged, then lean into the stretch, and you're going to watch that stretch really intensify, and you're going to get the most out of that stretch. You're going to hold this stretch for 30 to 60 seconds. For our final stretch, we're going to be hitting a single arm lat stretch. The stretch is pretty cut and dry. You're going to grab something sturdy, preferably a squat rack. Keeping the arm totally straight, you're going to sit back into the stretch, really lengthening the lats. You can also turn into that same side that you're stretching to intensify the stretch and get more out of it. You're just going to hold. We're going 30 to 60 seconds on each arm. And there you have it, 3 cool down stretches for you guys to get some work in a short amount of time so it's not long and tedious. You're going to do just 1 set of each stretch.